What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream. I'm CryptoNinja, and I will be going over the most important AIs that I'm looking at right now. There are top 3 AIs that I am going to cover, and obviously there is a lot more that I'm going to go through, like TAO, RSS3, and ARKM. Okay, so these coins are going to be in my top 10 picks for AI. And then obviously the top 3 coins that I'm looking at right now, I will cover them in just a second. But first off, I do want to speak about what is happening within the crypto space right now. We obviously are seeing quite a big dump within the market right now. You can see that throughout the day, we've had almost a 5 to 10% drop within every single coin, which is obviously quite bearish in terms of the market. And that is mainly due to, we had news that came out just now, and that was NFP. Okay, so basically this shows you the unemployment rate for the US, and it came out positive for the US. So this is obviously bullish for the dollar, and it's bearish for crypto, right? So there are a lot more upside potential, and that's what I'm going to be speaking about in this video. Okay, so there's a lot of projects that I'm looking at for this video. Okay, so the first one that I want to cover is what's happening with these 3 AI coins. Okay, so we have 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗛𝗪, Singularity Net, and Ocean Protocol. Okay, so these 3 coins have agreed to combine their crypto tokens into one, and this coin, I do think that has a lot of potential, because we know that all of these 3 protocols are really, really bullish. And I'm bullish on Ocean. I've been bullish on Ocean since the beginning. I've been bullish on 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗪, and Singularity Net I'm also been bullish on since the beginning. Okay, you can see that the 3 firms are seeking to create an AI collective to provide a decentralized alternative to existing projects that are controlled by big tech. Okay, so this coin will be called ASI, which will have a total supply of around about 2.63 billion, and the starting price will be 2.82. Okay, so you can see, you guys must keep an eye on this, because when these top 3, think about it, top 3 AI coins forming as one, as a collective, is really, really strong, because they have more minds behind this project. They have more experience. I do think that this is going to be really, really bullish. So have a look at this coin. It's not out right now, but it will be within the next couple of weeks. It's called ASI, and make sure you guys look at this. It will be really, really strong, because we all know that 𝗕𝗘𝗪, Ocean, I mean, it's for the past couple of months, it's been really, really bullish compared to most of the other coins. Okay, so this is really, really strong. Have a look at this within the next couple of days. I do think that it has good potential. Okay, so the first coin I want to speak about is RNDR. Okay, so I've been bullish on RNDR since the beginning of last year, right? You can see that it's had a massive run up within the last couple of months. And right now we are seeing a little bit of a breakdown within RNDR. Okay, so I just want to speak about where I'm going to be accumulating this coin. Okay, so we all know that RNDR is, I mean, so many people have been speaking about it within this bull market, and basically this coin is one of the top distributed GPU rendering networks built on the top Ethereum blockchain. It's aiming to connect artists and studios in need of GPU compute power with mining partners willing to rent their GPU capacities out. Okay, so basically this project has a very similar network to what GRT is going to be doing, and I will be speaking about GRT as well. But RNDR, we all know that a lot of people are, especially institutions, are buying this coin, and you can see that the graph just looks really good. But currently we are facing quite a nice pullback for RNDR right now. So what I'm going to be looking at is accumulating RNDR at this point here. If you guys don't have this coin, I would be looking to buy it at around about $8 or like 7.9, because that is your previous high, right? So we have this level right over here, okay, and this was our resistance for since Feb 23rd to around about March 24th, and you can see price has been trading above this level since the 6th of March to around about this point right now, and we just broke down within today. So have a look at this chart, guys. I'm going to be looking to buy RNDR back at around about 7.9, and I do think that it does have around about 11% to 12% drop before we see another pump within the next couple of days. So that's why I'm thinking, the market right now is still looking quite bearish, right? If you look at the weekly time frame on pretty much all of these cryptos, most of them are down more than 10 to 20% within this week. Okay, so I do think that there is more downside, and that is why I'm looking at RNDR, especially at this zone. Okay, so 7.9 is going to be the key level here for RNDR. So make sure you guys check this out. Yeah, RNDR, yeah. RNDR is really, really bullish, guys. I am going to be accumulating at 7.95 to $8 here. So yeah, it has a huge upside potential. It could even surpass this high of 13. So you're looking at a 65% gain from just this level here. So like I said, I am expecting a retracement in most of the coins, because you can see that it is breaking below key support, and every single time prices stayed above this level over here, what has happened? We've seen price go up, okay? But when price starts closing below this level, like it's doing right now, we normally see price come back down to this resistance here. So I am expecting quite a nice drop, and this will fall in line with this 200-day moving average, which we haven't been retesting since the beginning of Feb, right? To the end of Jan to the beginning of Feb, we've been staying above this level, which is obviously bullish. So I'm expecting price to come back down, tap into the zone at 7.95, and then I will be taking a nice buy order at this level. So yeah, RNDR really, really bullish, and I do think that this is going to be the last dump before we have that massive move to the upside for RNDR. So keep an eye on for that. Okay, and you can also see over here, March 28th, RNDR did actually announce they're creating millions of 3D trading assets. So they said Stability AI will work with the RNDR network to create a data set for 3D asset training, leveraging the multi-actor composition of RNDR network nodes. Users and community members will also be able to participate in the creation, and they would also get the benefits of this data set. So to train models using a data set, buyers will need license and data set with RNDR. Okay, so this is really, really bullish. It means, like, if you look at the RNDR network, they have over 150,000 followers on Twitter, and you can see that it's they've been posting every single day, and it's really, really strong project. So make sure you guys do check out RNDR if you guys don't have it. I know a lot of people have been accumulating RNDR in the beginning of the stages, but right now, yeah, it looks really, really good. RNDR is one of my favorite AI coins. So have a look at that. The next chart I want to speak about, the next coin I want to speak about is GRT. Okay, so when I bought GRT, I did actually buy it at 0.09, and then I ended up taking some profits at 0.33, which was this high over here. Okay, and GRT, I'm very, very bullish on. I've been buying GRT since the bear market, and you can see that right now what is actually happening is we have a potential jump zone. Okay, so you can see that if you look at the weekly time frame, whatever happens, we're going to be looking to accumulate some more GRT at this level here. Okay, so basically, this level here at 0.2976 is your weekly support. Okay, so when you have a weekly support, what normally happens is we tap into that zone and then we see a bounce. Okay, so if you look at this, we can also take the Fibonacci from the low here to the high, and you can see that it aligns perfectly with the 0.5 Fib level. So what I'm going to be looking at, if you guys are looking at GRT for potential buy zone, have a look at the 0.2796 level. Okay, so 0.2796 is where I'm going to be looking to accumulate. And if you look at GRT, like on the low, like the higher time frame here, look how early you still are, right? GRT still has the potential to go up around about 1,000%. Okay, so even if you had to buy GRT here and you missed this whole move up here, it doesn't really matter, because you're going to be buying with the potential of 1,000% anyway. So if you guys are looking to hold these cryptos for the long run, it's important just to not sell when we get these dips. Okay, you should only be selling your crypto when price actually goes up, because then you are going to be at a loss. So yeah, make sure you guys check out GRT, one of the better AI projects that I've been looking at. Okay, so you can see that the graph is a indexing protocol for querying data for networks like Ethereum and IPFS, powering many applications in both DeFi and broader Web3 ecosystems. So anyone can build and publish open APIs called subgraphs, and that applications can query using GraphQL. Okay, so the graph, it's been out for a long, long time. Right? I've been buying the graph, since 2020, right? And it only got listed on Binance in 2021. But you can just see that this is really, really bullish, and you can see how much buying power we've actually had within this token in the last couple of weeks. Okay, so yeah, look at this. I'm looking to accumulate GRT at 0.2796. Okay, so looks really, really bullish, guys. Like I said, we are expecting more downside, which is why I am waiting for these levels. And then once we hit these levels, I will be going pretty much all in on most of these coins here. And we all know that AI and RWA is going to be like the leading coins for the next bull run, which we are in the bull run. But in terms of like the next leg up, we're going to see a lot of buying power within these types of coins. Okay. Yeah, so that is GRT. And then the last top coin that I'm looking at for AI, obviously I will go over a few more after this one, but these are my three main coins. It's going to be ARKM, okay? The same thing with ARKM. We are currently at support, okay? So within most of these coins, and also Bitcoin, I will be going over Bitcoin just now, just to show you the general market. But most of these coins, these AI coins, are at support, okay? So there's either two things that happen, right? The first thing would be, do we bounce from the support, or do we actually break through and we look for lower targets? So for me, I will be looking for lower targets because I do think that there will be a deeper retracement, and that's why I'm expecting ARKM to come down a little bit more, and I will be accumulating a little bit at 1.64 because that is your previous resistance over here. Okay. Have a look at this, because if you look at the daily time frame, it's looking quite bearish, right? But this could be the bounce zone. So you either have an opportunity to get some right now because it's at support. Okay? Definitely a good level to look at. And then you can also look to buy it a little bit lower. So if you want to do like a DCA strategy, so dollar cost average, then you could look to buy some now and then look to buy some a little bit lower if we do get that dip that we're waiting for. Okay, so ARKM is one of the top projects that I've been looking at as well. Okay, so you can see here, ARKM is a blockchain analysis platform that uses AI so it's basically tracks on-chain data. Okay, you don't really need to know more about that. So the website there's nothing more to it. It's basically just going to show you what their announcements, their media, their research. They have affiliation as well, and then also if you click on their platform over here, it will take you to see how it tracks all of the data, right? So it pretty much shows you what is happening within throughout this network. So you can see that all the transactions over here. If you look at Bitcoin, it shows you the current price, the volume, the market cap. It's a very, very good AI coin, and it literally just tracks everything. So have a look at ARKM, really, really strong, like GRT and obviously RNDR. So if you guys did just join, these are the top three coins that I'm going to be purchasing within the next dip. And you can see that it is RNDR, GRT, and ARKM. Okay, so very, very strong coins. Definitely look at looking at this within the next couple of days here. Yeah. So the next topic I want to speak about will be the other three coins that I'm going to be purchasing. But before I do that, I want to quickly go and check out Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is actually getting a bounce right now. So have a look at this. I did actually take a short for Bitcoin back down to this level today, and then once we had a bounce from that zone, we're looking like we're getting a move back up here. So if you look at Bitcoin, especially on the daily time frame, what is happening right now? It's forming a wedge. Okay, so basically this is the channel you want to look at for Bitcoin, right? So if Bitcoin had to close below this wedge over here, then we're going to see a massive breakdown, right? And then if Bitcoin closes above here, then we're going to see that 83K that I was speaking about in the last video, right? So on Wednesday, I was speaking about how Bitcoin could actually break bullish. And because we're holding support, right, we're making higher highs. We're making higher lows, and we're making lower highs. So this type of pattern is a symmetrical triangle. And my targets for this will be yeah. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? There we go. Yeah, back. Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying for Bitcoin is I will be looking at a long if Bitcoin closes above this level here. Okay, just because of the bounce that we're having for Bitcoin. I do apologize for the sound, but yeah, we're back now. And basically, let's just see how this holds, right? Because whenever price closes below this level over here, we tend to get a bounce. Okay, so I will be looking at a long here for Bitcoin very soon. Okay? The next coin I want to discuss is TAO. Okay, so TAO is also a very strong, very strong AI coin, and I have been accumulating this, but you can just see that the market structure is quite bearish here. Okay, so what normally happens? This is a typical bear flag, right? So if price had to close below here, then I will be looking to short it back down to these lows over here. But right now, you can see that price is still looking quite good, still looking quite bullish. So for now, I will be looking at nothing really for TAO because yeah, I will be looking at TAO for potential sells if we do break below here. Okay, so basically what I'm going to be looking at is a potential sell below this level. So if price had to close below this level here, then then I will be looking at a potential sell. Okay, so have a look at this right now. If price had to close bearish below here, then we're going to be looking at a sell for TAO. Okay, so TAO is also one of the top projects that I've been investing in, and basically this project, um, this project it has a complete ecosystem, and it's already been created around the Bittensor artificial intelligence project. Okay, so if you look at this, this is the TAO over here. It's actually called Bittensor, and essentially is an open source protocol that powers a decentralized blockchain-based machine learning network. So machine learning models train collectively and are rewarded in TAO according to the informational value they offer the collective. Okay, so there is a wallet for this where you do get your claims, but for now, you can see that you do have to actually have a Chrome extension. Okay, so you have to download an extension for this wallet, and obviously right now, yeah, it's very, very interesting. Okay, so have a look at this TAO, but have a look at the chart. The chart is telling me that there is a bit more downside because a bear flag does normally play out, and that is kind of why I will be looking at a potential short for TAO. But if you look at Bitcoin, we are seeing a move back up here. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to look at this very, very closely. But TAO, I mean, for the bull run, it's something that you guys want to look at, and I will be looking to buy some more TAO if we do get a dump back down to this level here at around about 378.12. Okay, so 378.12 is the previous support, and then also if price comes down to this level, which is basically the end of the bear flag, I will be looking to take a long as well from this level. Okay, so there's two setups I'm going to be looking at here for TAO, and this is for the spot setup, right? So the spot setup, I want to be looking at accumulating some TAO at 423.39, and then if we get lower targets like 375.32, then I'll be looking to accumulate more there. But for now, I'm going to be looking to short TAO if we close bearish below here. Okay, because you can see it's forming that bear flag that we just spoke about. So have a look at this, guys. This project's really, really good for the bull run, and all of these projects I've been speaking about in this this video are the ones that I'm going to be looking at. And the top three is RNDR, GRT, and ARKM. Okay, and like I said, for ARKM, you add support, right? So I did actually accumulate some at this level here. You can see this is a support zone, very, very strong level. And if we do get that dump that I've been speaking about, then I will be accumulating a little bit more at 1.63. And then I do think that ARKM is just going to skyrocket from there. Okay, so those three coins are the main coins that I'm going to be taking for the next leg up. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so yeah, we just spoke about TAO, and then the next coin that I do want to go over is AIOZ. Okay, so basically, this coin, guys, this coin has been this coin's been so bullish in the last couple of months, right? Look at the daily time frame, right? We had this push up, which was the daily time frame at 30%. Then we had another move of 30%, another move of like 30%, and then we had a move of 140%. So within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, it's gone up 250%. Okay, so a lot of people have been accumulating this coin, and the reason why we're seeing so much buying power is because it's part of the deepen and the web AI streaming and storage niche. So basically, AIOZ empowers a faster, secure, and decentralized future powered by global networks of DeepN, and it rewards you for sharing your computing resources for storing, transcoding, and streaming digital media content. So we all know that this type of project, these types of projects, do really, really well. Yeah, and obviously, if you look at the chart, it's just been absolutely so bullish here. So, I mean, right now, I wouldn't look to accumulate some AIOZ because I do think that we are going to see a bit more of a move down here. But what I'm looking at you can see right here, right? We are retesting this trend line. So the last level of defense will be at 0.664, which is where I'll be actually looking to accumulate some AIOZ right over here. And this is definitely a level that a lot of people should be looking at. So that's something that you should be looking at as well. And then if it comes a little bit lower, I will be looking to come and get a little bit more at 0.5508. Okay, so have a look at these coins, guys. Like all of these AI coins that I'm buying are one of the top coins in the space. Okay, so we did speak about the first three, and then obviously AIOZ is really, really strong as well. And we all know that AI is going to be the leading niche, the leading for the next bull run. Okay, so basically this coin, it's similar to Helium Mobile. If you guys have heard of that coin, where they use internet capacity to actually give rewards to people that are actually buying their modems. So it's a similar type of project. And yeah, have a look at this, guys. Then the next coin I do want to go over will be RSS3. Okay, so RSS3, have a look at this. And what I'm looking at right now is this exact level that we're bouncing from here. Okay, so this exact level we're bouncing from is the support that price has been trading above the whole time here. Okay, so since March 9th, we've been really, really bullish. And then we tested it yesterday. We tested it on April 4th. And then you can see right over here, we're getting a nice little double bottom. Okay, so I do think that, look how nice this reaction is, right? It's a very, very strong reaction. I do think that we could flip bullish here, and I will be looking to accumulate some of this right now because of the fact that we are getting quite a nice bounce, and you could look to target these highs. Okay, so these spot picks that we're looking at are based on just AI, and obviously the ones that we went through on Wednesday were real world assets. So if you guys didn't watch the Wednesday stream, I spoke about the top RWA coins that I've been looking to accumulate. And then obviously this session's about AI. And then towards the end, I will be going over a little bit of Bitcoin and seeing if we can get a little bit of a trade setup. Okay. But yeah, this is going to be the last coin that I'm going to speak about for AI. And the reason why these 5 coins that we spoke about are so bullish is based on the institutions and people buying them, and obviously the on-chain data that we have researched, and that is why we are looking to accumulate it. Okay, so if you look at RSS3, you can see that throughout the whole year, they've just been really, really bullish, and basically it's an open information layer. So they're structuring open information for like the next Twitter, Google, and OpenAI. Okay, so these types of projects have been doing really, really well, especially throughout this bull market. Okay, so yeah, the mainnet has officially launched as well. Staking has begun, so it's reducing selling pressure on the market. So basically, when you have staking, a lot of people are holding their coins throughout like a time period, right? So they can't, when you stake, you can't actually sell for like a certain period, right? So that literally makes it make sure that people aren't going to be selling the coins and dumping. So staking is obviously really bullish for cryptocurrencies. If a lot of people are staking a certain coin, that means that there's no selling pressure in the market, right? Yeah, so obviously the staking did just begin the other day, and this is going to be a really, really strong factor to why we're going to see more upside within this project. Okay, so AI combined with social media is at its favorable juncture. So basically, you can see that if you look at RSS3, they've been posting a lot, and you can see how good their testnet is. So I want to show you guys their website. Their website's really, really good as well. Yeah, have a look here. So you can actually become a node, and you can earn RSS3 throughout running your own node. Okay, so anyone can run a node and participate. So every node is an effort towards informational freedom. So have a look at this, guys. If you guys do like running your nodes, I can also do a video on that. But it's very, very simple to actually run a node within this project. Okay, so also if you look at the chart, look how bullish it's been, right? We at support. We're probably going to see a bounce here. which is why I'm going to be looking to accumulate this coin at this level. But if price were to come down a little bit more, then I will be looking to accumulate more because of how strong the community and the network is. And obviously the staking is making me more bullish because we won't see any selling pressure for the next 90 days. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can just see like on their Twitter how positive they are. They're updating every single day here. Yeah, you can just check over here. 13 hours ago, a lot of people are tagging them in certain posts. So yeah, RSS3 definitely is something that you guys should look at as well. Okay, so yeah, those are the top coins that I'm going to be looking at, the top AI coins. And yeah, if you guys did just join, we were looking at a Bitcoin long, and you can see that we won't be able to get that. We didn't close above this level here, which is obviously quite bearish. So look how price closed above this level, and then we closed back below. So I do think that we are going to see more downside here for Bitcoin in the short term. Okay, so we're probably going to see another 2% drop back down to this low. Because if you look at this chart, right, all you need to do is just look at the 1 hour time frame. Okay, have a look. Price came down, retest, and now we're retesting those highs as well. Okay, so basically, yeah, I'm going to be looking at this right now for potential short, but we do have to wait for the next 1 hour time frame candle to close here, because right now Bitcoin is still trading below this level here. Okay, so we do need to wait for price to close above. If price had to close above, then we can look at a potential long, but I do think that we are going to get a nice move down. Okay, so yeah, the top 3 coins that I'm looking at for AI, guys, I will run through them one more time, but have a look at these coins. So the first one is RNDR, the second one would be GRT, okay, and then the third one is ARKM, which is I just had accumulated right now at this price. And then if price comes down a little bit lower, then I will accumulate a little bit more. And then TAO, something that I'm looking at in the short term is a potential short back down, and then a potential long from 418 to 375. And then AIOZ, something to look at here, the last level of defense is at 0.6681. So, and then the last coin is RSS3. Okay, so yeah, those are the coins that I'm looking at within the next couple of days. Make sure you guys do watch the beginning so you can get the entries that I'm looking at. And then obviously Bitcoin, we're waiting for a breakout here in the short term. Like I said, if Bitcoin does break this level right over here, I will be taking a long back up to the highs. And yeah, I do appreciate everyone joining today. If you guys do need help with trading, we do trade Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This Friday was more of a going over pretty much all the AI coins that I will be taking on spot. And then sometimes on Monday and Wednesday, I will be just doing live trading sessions. Okay, so yeah, make sure you guys do join every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And yeah, make sure you guys do like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you guys do like this type of content. And yeah, I will see you guys next week, Monday, for another session. We will be trading live. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend and see you on Monday. Cheers.